This is the multi-point lock off a PVC door mechanism. This was actually removed from a door a few weeks back, and I've actually saved it because I did think that at some point it may come in useful. So people always chuck the scrap metal away. I don't, I always keep it. This will actually prove very useful for the next job that I'm going to be doing. So I've just put it in the vise for now. And I'm just going to cut it off there, and then we can use this piece. And I just need to remove that rivet that's been peened over. I'm actually just going to do that by using a file. And we can pull that part straight out. So I've now got two very useful pieces of metal. The larger one is already countersunk and slotted, and the thinner piece behind does have an hole in it, although it is not countersunk yet. So we're going to use one of these two pieces of metal next. And I'm just going to give that a file to remove any burrs. I've now just found a self-tapping screw that will fit through the hole, and I'm now just going to countersink that so that it fits flush with the piece of metal. That is actually flexing a bit, so I'm just going to put a piece of scrap aluminium behind it. Hopefully that will stop it from flexing quite as much. You can now see that that screw fits flush in there. So I've now made one of those. I'm now going to make another one for the other window. This is the window in a child's bedroom, and unfortunately there's no restrictor on this whatsoever. So it does open fully, as you can see. That is very dangerous. If a child was to climb up there and fall out, they could be seriously injured. It's absolutely critical that you do not restrict a window from opening if it is your only means of escape in the event of a fire. If that is the case, I strongly recommend that you buy a shop-bought restrictor that will have some means of disabling it in the event of a fire. These windows will never be used as a means of escape if there is a fire, so we're now going to fit the homemade restrictors that will stop the windows from opening fully. I've opened the window a couple of times and I've observed the hinge at the side there, and you can see that when you do that, this part actually slides down in that channel. So the restrictors that I have made will actually fit in there and will actually screw into position, and that will stop the window from opening fully. I've opened the window to approximately 4 inches wide, and I'm now just going to put a mark on there where the bottom of the slider mechanism is on the hinge. So when I position this part, I want it so that it aligns with that black mark, and that will stop the window from opening any wider than 4 inches. So it's now in the correct position there. I'm now going to take a drill, which is the correct size for the self-tapping screw that I'm using, and I'm going to drill into the frame. And I'm just going to drive that in using a drill driver. So the window now operates as it will do normally, but you can only open it about 4 inches wide. So that will stop any toddler or young child from falling out through the window. If you want to, you can still close it and lock it as normal. And then if you want to at a later date, you can actually remove that quite easily by undoing the screw.